Well, this is where the Lakers are right now, and it is rare for a championship team to kind of flip this whole roster. And first, we saw the move with Dennis Schroder trading for Danny Green. He replaces Rajon Rondo. Wesley Matthews was signed for the biannual exception. Oh, we can't get him in there. Montrezl Harrell replaces Dwight Howard. No, touchscreen's not working, but they're in there. Trust me, they're in there. And when you look at their resume, as far as what they have with that roster, 6 roster spots open. They've got bird rights on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They still have the veteran minimum exception, and they're $14 million below the luxury tax. They still have some work to do here, but as you can see, this roster has totally flipped. The Montrezl Harrell signing, Wesley Matthews, Dennis Schroder in the trade, and you still have, of course, LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
He's not a free agent, but he is unhappy. He's like music between my ears, Stan. I mean, it's On the Road Again.
Yeah.
All right. Go Your Own Way. That's a breakup song. Changes by David Bowie.
Yeah.
And there's a line in there, don't want to be a richer man. Oh, wait. That last part is definitely not play Friday. No. The Kings tapped 23-year-old De'Aaron Fox as their point guard of the future, agreeing to sign him to a max extension for at least $163 million over 5 seasons. His richest contract in franchise history, surpassing Chris Webber. League's reigning 6th man of the year, Montrezl Harrell, agreed to a 2-year deal with the Lakers, worth $19 million with a player option in year 2. Harrell ranked 2nd in the NBA in scoring off the bench at just over 18 points per game. And Danilo Gallinari cashed in with the Hawks, agreeing to a 3-year, $61.5 million deal. He should help an Atlanta team that shot just 33% from the 3 last season. That was the worst in the NBA. Oh, look at old Dwight Howard. I'm staying right where I belong. Laker Nation, I love y'all. Purple and gold never gets old. That's how it started. That's what he said. But what did he mean? He shuffled off to Philadelphia before the day was done.
We got just the man we need to talk to, Adrian Wojnarowski, joining us now on SportsCenter. So, Adrian, let's start at the top with the Lakers. Even as they won a championship last year, there were lots of questions about the depth and what they do outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They got some answers. They added Dennis Schroder and now Wesley Matthews and Montrezl Harrell. What's going on with L.A.?
Yeah, they certainly had to address that center position once Dwight Howard headed to Philadelphia to play for Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey. And Montrezl Harrell comes from the Clippers, where he was, a very productive player. But they get him at essentially the mid-level exception, at 2 years, $19.5 million with a player option on year 2. And the priority for the Clippers was keeping Marcus Morris, and they're going to do that with a 4-year, $64 million deal, I'm told.
So Anthony Davis, no need to worry in L.A.?
Yeah, Anthony Davis will be back with the Lakers. He's going to take some time to decide, I'm told, at least through Thanksgiving next week, about how he wants to structure his deal with L.A. And, he certainly has several options in terms of the length. One option for him will be to get his contract lengthwise on par with LeBron James. That would be essentially a 3-year deal with a player option after the 2nd year, and then he and LeBron would be contractually aligned. They obviously share the same agent, Rich Paul.
All right, so meanwhile in Boston, Gordon Hayward opted out of his contract with the Celtics, but...
And spacing. It's not just about his ability to make shots. It's about, just like with Joe Harris, it's about their ability to space the floor. It gives more room for your better players to play. And so this was an invaluable signing for the Wizards, one that I, in a lot of ways, felt like was a foregone conclusion. He was such a valuable piece of the puzzle for the Wizards moving forward.
Well, let's head out to the Western Conference, because this was, fun, we'll call it. Dwight Howard tweeting, then deleting. I'm staying right where I belong, Laker Nation. I love y'all. Purple and gold never gets old. Again, the tweet was taken down minutes later. Then The Athletic reported his agreement with the Philadelphia 76ers, a 1-year deal worth $2.6 million, according to ESPN. Also reported by The Athletic, the reigning champion Lakers nearing a deal with 6th man of the year Montrezl Harrell. Patrick Beverley initially tweeting, again, a lot of fun on NBA Twitter this evening. What? with several choice emojis. But then he did come back and say, for real, I'm happy for him though. So let me start with you, GA, on Dwight. What's going to be expected from him in Philly?
Well, listen, I'm a little shocked that he decided to go that route. The minutes are going to be there based on how much Joel plays. Remember, this is not a scenario where he's going to be on the floor with Joel Embiid. He is purely going to play backup minutes. And at this stage of his career, it's probably all he was going to get anyway. It's just a matter of what are you looking to do big picture. It does put him back with Daryl Morey, but this is a guy that did help the Lakers win a championship, played a vital role, and now he gets to go to Philadelphia and see if he can help that team get to the finals. I was a little surprised by this, but big picture, if you're the Lakers, I think they got to be thrilled with what they've been able to accomplish thus far this offseason with not just getting Schroder, but also Montrezl Harrell, because it not only helps their roster, but it also really impacts negatively the Clippers roster in losing him.
Let's talk more about that deal, Tom. How did it go down with Montrez, and do you see him in a similar role off the bench?
Man, how about Montrez taking his 19 points a game, his 7 boards, and his 6th Man of the Year trophy about 82 feet down the Staples Center hallway. Amazing pickup for the Lakers, and what a blow to the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell represented the spirit of that team, the fight. He was beloved by Clipperland, and for him to just go over to the purple and gold, wow, that is a big deal given the importance of the Laker-Clipper battle for the championship out here in the West. And then Dwight, man, put your phone down. You know, there's no reason to tweet before you got a deal, right? And then I don't know why he's in such a hurry to take a deal tonight. Yeah. He basically took something near the minimum. What was the rush? As a veteran with all the money he's made, why not wait and see where you go? But I guess the Sixers really wanted him, and he couldn't get the answer out of the Lakers, and he was just dying to make his announcement. This is really wild.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the 82 feet between those locker rooms that you mentioned at Staples Center, because not only is Wes Matthews as a free agent agreeing, with the reigning champion Lakers on a 1-year deal worth $3.6 million, but we're also hearing now, GA, that Marcus Morris will agree to stay with the Clippers as well. So, again, things starting to take shape in LA.
Yeah, if you're the Lakers, I think they're really thrilled. And really to Tom's point, too, for Dwight, you're signing a minimum contract in essence. So you could wait till the day before camp to sign a minimum contract. I mean, that there's no real financial benefit in that regard. And you've given up an opportunity to possibly have a chance to win another World Championship. But in terms of that dynamic between the Clippers and the Lakers, you got to tip your cap. And I was following on social media, people are saying, well, the Clippers proved that Montrez wasn't that valuable. And the point I made,